The classic Hollywood hacker aggressively typing code to break through a firewall is mostly a myth. In reality, criminals rarely force their way into your devices. Instead, they trick you into opening the door for them. Today, we are looking at the real-world mechanics behind the 10 most common cyber attacks used to compromise phones and computers. Once you see exactly how these operations work, we will build a step-by-step roadmap to lock down your personal hardware. This diagram organizes the attacker's toolkit into 3 operational domains: network, software, and physical. Tools like Wireshark, Metasploit, and Hydra target vulnerabilities in your daily routine. By understanding these mechanics, we can shift focus to the defensive hardening of your device. Attackers target human emotions because fear and urgency bypass firewalls easily. In phishing and social engineering attacks, criminals disguise themselves as your bank, a delivery service, or your boss. They manufacture a crisis, like a locked account or a failed payment, forcing you to rush, skip basic verification, and hand over your credentials voluntarily. Moving to the network domain, this diagram illustrates a public Wi-Fi sniffing attack. When you connect to an open net to a public router, because the network lacks encryption, a third-party rogue node can intercept that data stream mid-air, reading your messages and capturing credentials without triggering any alerts on your screen. A secondary wireless threat operates continuously in your pocket, Bluetooth. Leaving your phone in auto-pairing mode broadcasts a constant signal. Attackers exploit this to establish an unauthorized pairing, pulling location data, files, and call logs to an external node while your phone sits idle on a table. Take a moment to pause this video and check your smartphone settings right now. Ensure that Auto Connect is completely disabled for both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. These convenience features are designed to keep you seamlessly connected, but that lack of friction leaves your device constantly broadcasting its availability. Combined with a human tendency to trust urgent messages, these default settings make the user the weakest link in their own network. Attackers also use software payloads to gain persistent access, hiding malicious code inside seemingly harmless applications. If you download a basic wallpaper app and it requests access to your camera, contacts, or SMS messages, that application is quietly harvesting your personal data in the background to sell to cybercriminals. This schematic shows how a more aggressive software payload, like a keylogger or stalkerware, operates. As you type a password into a banking app, the input keystrokes are duplicated. While the text goes to the intended app, a perfect copy of every keystroke is simultaneously routed directly to a hidden external server controlled by the attacker. The third domain is physical exploitation. In an attack known as juicejacking, criminals compromise public USB charging stations. A standard USB cable contains dual channels. While you see power flowing inward to charge your battery, malicious software uses the secondary data channel to siphon your files outward in seconds. Physical attacks can also bypass your hardware entirely. In a SIM swap, an attacker convinces your cellular provider to port your phone number to their SIM card. When your bank sends a verification text, the cellular tower reroutes the message away from your phone and delivers it straight to the attacker's cloned device. An attacker does not need to brute force a complex password if they can simply read your screen, intercept your text messages from a cell tower, or pull data through a compromised charging cable. To shut down these attack vectors, you need to establish strict boundaries for your device. Start by routinely auditing your installed apps. Go into your privacy settings, review what each application can access, and immediately revoke unnecessary permissions for your camera and contacts to neutralize background data harvesting. This comparison chart shows the critical defensive shift you need to make regarding multi-factor authentication. On the left, an SMS text code is easily intercepted during a SIM swap. On the right, an authenticator app generates a secure, localized token directly on your device. That token never travels over a vulnerable cellular network. To secure the physical domain, use a small USB data blocker. It attaches to your charging cable and physically disables the data transfer pins, allowing only power to flow from public stations. Finally, contact your mobile provider to set a secure SIM pin, locking your phone number so it cannot be ported. Round out these lifestyle defenses by adopting a password manager to generate unique passwords for every account. Keep your auto connections disabled And never log into sensitive accounts on public Wi-Fi without an active VPN encrypting your session. Cybersecurity is 90% awareness and habit management. You protect your digital life by understanding how attackers think, verifying identities before responding, and closing the open doors that default settings leave behind. Hit subscribe to stay a step ahead of cybercriminals, and leave a comment below letting us know which of these 10 hacking methods you want us to deconstruct in our next video. Stay smart and stay protected.